The father sits his son down, his eyes filled with a desperate earnestness. He knows the world his son is about to step into is a battlefield, and his only hope is to pre-install wisdom into the young man's heart like antivirus software before the malware of temptation can take root. "My son," the father begins, "incline your ear to my understanding. Treat my words with the weight of divine law. Bind them to your heart and tie them around your neck." He pleads with his son to make wisdom his intimate friend and sister, knowing that a wisdom-formed heart is the strongest defense against the chaotic forces of the world. The father first warns the boy of the hidden traps laid by the forbidden woman. "Her lips drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil," he cautions. "But in the end, she is as bitter as wormwood and as sharp as a double-edged sword." He explains that giving in to her will cost the son his dignity, his hard-earned wealth, and ultimately his vigor, leaving him groaning in regret when his flesh is consumed. Instead, the father paints a beautiful picture of true, lasting intimacy. "Drink water from your own cistern," he smiles, urging his son to find his absolute joy and satisfaction in the wife of his youth, seeing her always as a lovely hind and a graceful doe. To make the lesson real, the father takes his son on a simulated field trip to observe temptation in action. He brings his son to the lattice window of their house, peering out into the twilight. "Look there," the father points. Down below, wandering aimlessly in the evening darkness, is a naive young man who lacks sense. The young man is drifting too close to the corner of the forbidden woman's house, isolating himself in an environment where temptation thrives. Suddenly, the woman steps out from the shadows to meet him. She is dressed provocatively, like a prostitute, but underneath her attire is a cunning, wily heart. She is restless and rebellious, her feet refusing to stay in her own home. Without hesitation, she seizes the young man and kisses him boldly with a brazen face. The father whispers to his son, breaking down the enemy's tactics step by step. "Listen to how she uses a cloak of spirituality," he says, as the woman tells the young man she has just come from the church and paid her tithes, creating an illusion that what they are doing is safe or even blessed. She feeds his ego, flattering him by saying she came out specifically to find him. Then she appeals to his senses and imagination. "I have spread my couch with colored linens from Egypt," she purrs, "and perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon." She creates a fantasy world where consequences don't exist, assuring him that her husband is away on a long business trip with a bag of money and won't be home until the full moon. The father puts a hand on his son's shoulder as they watch the tragedy unfold. Swept away by her persuasive words and smooth talk, the foolish young man yields. He follows her like an ox going to the slaughter, completely ignorant of his fate until an arrow pierces his liver. Like a bird darting into a snare, he doesn't realize that a moment of pleasure will cost him his very life. "Now, therefore, my son, listen to me," the father concludes, turning the boy away from the window. "Do not let your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths." He leaves his son with a final, chilling truth. The house of the seductress is a highway to death and hell, leading straight down to the chambers of death.